Lotar friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, everyone's favorite orc warrior, and it's time for another orc mode workout. And today was just a normal workout. I got started a lot later today. I was really kind of dragging this morning. I was just tired. Sleep schedule got a little interrupted last night. So I ended up waking up at 4 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. So it just made me tired, and I'm probably going to crash out after I get this done, after I get this uploaded and everything. Maybe I need to get my cardio first, then I'll crash out. But I got the workout done. And, I don't need to cover why I'm doing the pull-ups because I did a whole video this morning on what's going on with the pull-ups. So if people want to know specifically why I'm doing them, what's going on, why I'm doing that set at the end. We did a whole video on it this morning. And that sort of stuff is just useful for talking about, dealing with people's different injuries and overuse, inflammation, and things like that of, exercise variations and stuff we can do just to get around that, so that we can still keep doing our big movements. But yeah, the squatting was tough today. My legs are they're so fatigued from all the squatting at volume I'm doing right now, combined with me doing a little bit of cardio every day, trying to just knock out an hour or less every day. And no, that's not counting walking my dog. He gets walked twice a day too. So, yeah, it is fatiguing. But yeah, I need that extra cardio because I do need to burn a little more body fat before we get that DEXA scan coming up. That DEXA scan's coming, guys. And, I've lost very little weight at this point. But I've recomped. I've definitely gained muscle. My belt has definitely tightened up, but I have a feeling I'm probably only going to be down about 6 or 7 total pounds of body weight. But I have a feeling my lean mass is going to have gone up. Now, some of that lean mass might just be the creatine, because I added creatine and I know I gained 3 pounds in like 3 or 4 days when I started using creatine again, which normally doesn't happen, but it did, because I weigh every day. So we'll see what happens with some of that. But yeah, I have a feeling it's going to go okay. I'm probably not going to be quite as lean as I had hoped for on this first DEXA scan, because I think I've ended up gaining more muscle than anything. But I think with me being stronger, probably have gained a little bit of muscle, my workload going up and me kind of getting slowly tightening up the diet over time further, I think that next DEXA scan, we're going to see a bigger drop between the second and third one. So, it just is what it is. But, yeah, squatting was tough today. Oh, my God, these pause squats, they were just kicking my butt. They're kicking my butt. But we do what we have to do to progress. And this beltless work is harder. It's absolutely harder. Some people have kind of told me, man, it's really harder. You're using less weight with the belt off. And it's like, yeah, guys, trust me, it's harder. Beltless work will humble you. A lot of you guys out there, you might be going, well, I mean, I squat 405 right now with a belt, but you've been squatting with a belt for the last year straight and you haven't done any beltless work. Take that belt off and watch what happens. It will humble you. It will humble you. Just like me, guys, I dropped all the way down to 435 when I took the belt off and started working back up. 2.5 pounds at a time. The beltless work will humble you if you've been wearing one. But I think everyone needs to do phases of beltless training. I don't care what your training goals are. Spending some time every year doing beltless training, I think, is good for your overall tightness, good for your core. It can teach you how to brace better. And that better bracing will carry over to everything. Just training yourself to brace more and to actually have to use your abs and your core, to actually have to utilize them more without anything to help you press against, I think it carries over really well. And I think it carries over to contact sports and stuff particularly. Anyone who's going to play a sport where you're going to get hit in the guts, I don't care whether it's out on a playing field, whether it's getting kicked, punched, whatever, in your abdomen, doing some beltless work is a real good idea. It's a real good idea. Because guys need to remember, there's no lifting belts in the jungle. God, don't you guys hate that expression? Yeah, man, there's no knee wraps in the jungle, baby. There's not any calibrated plates or bottles of testosterone either, bro. Just throwing that out there. No weight classes in the jungle. That is true. That is true. But, I don't think powerlifting is a very big sport in the jungle either, guys. So, people say some funny stuff. But the point is, yeah, it's a good idea to do some beltless training. Benching was easy today. Squatting was rough, but benching has just been a cakewalk. Benching's been a cakewalk. That's how I know I'm definitely gaining muscle. The benching has just been easy. And the more volume I've added, the easier the benching has gotten on the singles. So that's indicative of some definite muscle growth happening in my pectorals, them teddies, my tricepticons, all of that. But watch this. It's 3:30, pause, second day in a row doing it. Just flew up. Didn't feel like a max. So, we're going to increase it again next week. We're going to go probably another 2.5. I predict a minimum of, 3 or 4 more weeks of the 2.5 pound increases. I think I'm going to get to 340 before it even starts to feel heavy. That's what I'm predicting. We'll play it by ear. Back off work felt heavier today, though. That was interesting. The back off work felt heavier because the 330 felt even lighter today than it did yesterday, right? It felt even lighter. The back off work felt a little heavier. Not so much heavy as it just felt like it moved slow. Like, it's not like I said, oh man, this feels like a max. It just felt like the bar speed just kind of went up slow. It wasn't just instantaneous, Now, granted, I did try to pause a little better because I'm really trying to build that teddy power up. And you build teddy power with those long pauses at the bottom. Because you have nothing but them teddies to help slingshot it up. That's what you have to slingshot it out of the bottom with. If you don't bounce. You don't bro rep it. Not even touch and go the way half these guys do. It's like touch and bro. It's ridiculous. Same guys who stand there and say, the bench press doesn't build my chest. It's like, well, no shit, because you're bouncing it off your pecs. You're probably causing so much bruising to your chest, bouncing it off there with 200-300 pounds of force, that you're probably causing so much damage from the bruising that your chest can't grow, you dipshit. That's usually what I want to say to guys when they say that stupid stuff, and I watch them bro bouncing it. It's like, seriously. It's like, I know why your chest isn't growing. If your chest doesn't grow, if your chest doesn't get massive by the time you can bench 315, I can tell you right now, you have no clue what the hell you're doing on the bench press. And if you start getting above 315 and you don't have a pretty big pecs, there's a problem, guys. I might suggest to you that you are bouncing the bar off your chest. Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting to you. Yeah, you're one of those guys who seems to only get 20 pounds out of the slingshot, right? Oh no, I bench 315. I only get 335 with a slingshot on, until someone makes you pause and you get pinned under 290. You can't break it off your chest. All right. Over to my deadlifts. I decided to do hook grip again today. I know I did it yesterday, but I'm like, let me just go lighter. I don't want to do the straps today. I need to keep working the hook grip. My skin is feeling okay. It's not really chafed. Let me just grab a quick 485 on the hook grip. So I did. I grabbed my 485 and wasn't bad. I know you guys see me getting ready. I go ahead and I hook on the 375 now, unless I'm just doing back off hold work. So yeah, I had to walk over. I think it's kind of funny. I was looking at the footage and I just put this up to check it a minute ago, and it's like I look so funny when I'm walking up, like doing. If you guys watch my hands, I'm like it looks like I'm sticking my wrists out a certain way, like all funny, but it's because I'm trying to curl my thumbs in my hands. I'm trying to squeeze my thumbs a little bit to get them ready for the hook grip, which is getting better. Like, this didn't hurt today. It didn't hurt, so that's good. So 485 for a second day in a row, because I did a double with it yesterday, is now pain-free. Maybe we'll PR the hook grip by the end of the week. We'll see. I might strap it tomorrow just to make sure my thumbs are healed up, and maybe we can PR 2 days from now. We'll see. And then we finish it off with a set of pull-ups. It's kind of funny because, like, I'm trying to tuck my legs behind me. You guys see me crossing my ankles at the bottom so I can start from the dead hang. But because I'm trying to touch my chest to the bar, I end up swinging under to make sure that my chest reaches. And it's like I end up swinging forward a little bit and then have to let it stop because I got to go from a dead hang each time. But I grabbed a quick 7 just to finish my back off. You guys know why I'm doing it. I already made a video on it. And I do it immediately after I deadlift. I just adjust the camera, move the bench, about 60 seconds. Just finish my back off. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.